Hi, my name is Jim Kurtz, and I'm the Executive Director of Harvest Harmonics. I want to welcome you to this short presentation of the Kyminasi Plant Booster, which we are calling the future of farming today, because of the amazing results we're seeing on crops all over the world. So I want to show you what this product is, how it works, and give you a short sampling of some of the results we're seeing just this year using this Kyminasi Plant Booster technology. Our mission with Harvest Harmonics is to help farmers around the world grow healthier, better quality crops at a lower cost with higher yields, all without harming the environment. We do this with a product called the Kyminasi Plant Booster. Kyminasi Plant Booster is a new technology that utilizes low frequency radio waves to improve plant health. The device is attached to an irrigation system and activates as water flows past it. The Kyminasi Plant Booster is designed to work on all crops planted in soil. It does not require an external power source, and no maintenance is required once it's installed. The systems are custom designed for each field based upon the water flow rate and size of the field that it covers. And it's designed to emit signals for up to 2 years before needing replacement. The Kyminasi Plant Booster improves both the quantity and quality of yields, and it does this by enhancing soil health and nutrient availability, by also increasing the root density, by enhancing and balancing plant nutrition, absorption, and utilization, and by increasing photosynthesis efficiency, especially in hotter, drier, or cloudier weather conditions. The Kyminasi Plant Booster signals are designed to increase the absorption and use of water, nitrogen, and light, which maximizes energy production during the sunlight hours. Additional signals within our system stimulate increased carbon dioxide absorption and use, as well as glucose metabolism efficiency, to turbocharge the dark reaction or Calvin cycle of photosynthesis and drive plant growth. Because of the above enhancements, and regardless of the type of photosynthesis that a plant uses, the Kyminasi Plant Booster appears to widen the range of conditions under which photosynthesis can occur. So, in adverse conditions where the plant will begin to stop its photosynthesis production in order to continue to survive, the Kyminasi Plant Booster will allow it to continue to thrive even in adverse conditions. There are three main installation methods for the Kyminasi Plant Booster. At the top left, you see our smaller devices, which are prefabricated and get it plumbed in directly into the irrigation line. This is typically for small subfield trial applications or for very small farms. And we have these prefabricated devices for 4-inch pipes and smaller. For larger pipes, we also can do a prefabricated device, which will go up to 6 to 8 inches, and this can be done in the middle of the field as well. And for most fields or most applications, we would attach this to the outside of a pump or outside of the pipe at the pump or water source, and that would cover the entire field. This is the most economical application, and it's the one that most farmers continue to use. So let's take a look at some of the examples that we're seeing just this year by using the Kyminasi Plant Booster. First, we saw a 49% increase in yield on asparagus down in South America. And here we see a day-by-day analysis and comparison of the Kyminasi production versus control. And on every single day except one, the Kyminasi fields outperformed the control fields. In India, we saw a 20% yield increase on eggplant. And what you don't see in the picture here is that the insect resistance of the Kyminasi plants were much, much higher. The non-treated plants were riddled with insects and insect damage in the leaves, whereas the Kyminasi plants were virtually untouched. Down in South America at the National Agrarian University in Lima, Peru, we saw a 26.7% increase in yield on watermelons, as well as a corresponding improvement in Brix rating and overall quality. At Hortifruit in Peru, one of the largest fruit producers in the world, we saw an average increase of 10% more of the largest size of blueberries. In addition to this, we saw a better Brix to acidity ratio, which means sweeter fruit. And after freezing, we saw a lower percentage of bruising in the Kyminasi treated fruit versus control. In Ecuador, we saw a 37% increase in yield by weight on strawberries, and this was done in a high tennel application. And here we see, just by looking at the plants, how much browner and unhealthy the the untreated plants were versus Kyminasi, which are much greener and much healthier. And this is a classic example of a very warm, hot condition, which was basically browning out and drying out the plants that were untreated versus Kyminasi, which was still able to maintain its health. In California, we saw a 100% improvement in the growth rate of citrus seedlings. And here you see on the left, on the untreated or neighbor's field, which has an average size of seedling, which goes to just about halfway up the side of the truck here. Now, this is a 2-year-old seedling on control on the left versus a 1-year-old seedling of Kyminasi on the right. And you see how much taller and wider the canopy is on the Kyminasi trees. We are predicting that the Kyminasi seedlings will be able to reach full maturity and full production at least a full year to maybe 2 years faster than normal for citrus. Another example in California was in a nursery application where this particular farmer saw 100% faster growth on his dragon fruit seedlings. This is a type of cactus, and his 1 gallon varieties went from an average of 5 to 6 weeks to only 2.5 to 3 weeks to get to full size. His 5 gallon seedlings, which you see here, went from a 10-week growth period to only 5 to 6 weeks. And at 5 weeks, you see the huge difference in the size and overall girth of this particular plant. This plant is not only just getting taller, but it's also a much thicker stem and much healthier as a result. We saw a 97% increase in peppers in Peru. We've seen a 16.3 yield increase on potatoes in Bolivia. We've seen a 200% better water penetration rate down in down in Chile, and this is on almond trees. And this is going to be particularly important for any grower that has issues with access to water or water rights, or who is paying for water or particular fines, especially in California and those types of areas. We've seen a 75% yield increase on grapes. We've seen better root structure on lemon trees, and this is in Peru. We've seen a 23% higher price, which netted this farmer an extra $11,316 per hectare on his treated fields. We also saw better nutrient absorption as measured by tissue analysis of the vines. And of course, we saw a reduction in mite infestation from 48% of untreated vines to only 9.9% of the Kyminasi vines. In summary, the Kyminasi Plant Booster is a new technology unlike anything else on the market. It's very easy to install. It improves soil health over time. It can be used on any farm that irrigates, and it requires no external power source. So let's answer your questions. We're here to answer your questions, and we're here to evaluate whether the Kyminasi Plant Booster is a cost-effective solution for you. And if you're a specialty crop grower, I can guarantee you that answer is yes. So give us a call at 727-324-6750 for a free consultation with one of our consultants. We will run the numbers for you and make sure that you are going to be making more money next year using the Kyminasi Plant Booster. You can also schedule an appointment at service@harvestharmonics.com. We will follow up with you as soon as we get that. Make your farm the best farm it can possibly be by using the Kyminasi Plant Booster. There's a 100% money-back guarantee, so there's no risk on your part in order to see these results on your farm next year.